This was in the morning, so I really wanted a smoothie. So I'm using flax oil, crunchy peanut butter, oat milk that I made myself at home, a cup of spinach, silk milk. I like to add a bunch of different powders to my smoothies depending on the day. I used 1/2 of a banana as well. Today I decided just to go with the Hershey's cocoa powder, and it's unsweetened. Sometimes I'll add collagen, sometimes I'll add cocoa powder, sometimes I'll add matcha. It just really depends. Here I did mix the milk, majority coconut milk, and then I use a little bit of the oat milk just because the oat milk is thicker. It tastes like oats, so I kind of like that flavor a little bit in my smoothie. When I make a smoothie, I do like to eat something else with it, so I found this recipe on Instagram from Restore Ingredients. She makes a ton of healthy, cool, different recipes, and these were basically baked oatmeal bars. So oats have a ton of fiber in them. They keep you full throughout the day, which means you eat less, so you're consuming less calories if you're on a cut or a calorie deficit. And these can also act as kind of like a dessert or a breakfast because you can put toppings on them. So one thing that I've been obsessed with is, like I said, the stir fries. I know it doesn't look that appetizing, but it's so good. This is just a quick stir fry that I made. It's literally so quick and so easy to make. It doesn't look that appetizing, but it's really, really good. And then this smoothie, which is like a little bit darker than what I usually have. Like usually my smoothies are green or brown. So this is a new color. I use this Bird's Eye Veggie Made chicken flavored rice cauliflower with broccoli and carrots. And it does have some cheese in it too. A 1/2 cup of this is 45 calories. I did 1 full cup, so 90 calories. I used 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Soy sauce is so good because it's so low in calories. 2 tablespoons of that is about 20 calories. I used 1 tablespoon of lime juice, which is 0 calories. I did not know that lemon and lime juice was 0 calories. Like maybe that's just me, but I did not know that. So I'm obsessed. I'm gonna be adding lime juice to everything now because I love lemon and lime juice. Then red wine vinegar. This is also 0 calories, which I kind of knew because you can make salad dressings with this. So I used 1 tablespoon of this. Paprika. One thing about me, I love spicy food, so I'm always gonna spice up my dishes or whatever I make. And then I used some red pepper, and these two you can kind of just add to your liking. Also, since they're spices, both 0 calories, so flavor up your veggies with just different spices that you like and like try new ones and experiment. But I always use paprika to roast my chickpeas, so I know that I like that one. And then red pepper is, I always put this on like eggs with avocado or whatever. This is just here to show you. I used a 1/2 cup of broccoli, so I just cut it up and then I steamed it. 1/2 cup or less of mushrooms. So that's everything that I used to make the stir fry. I just put it in a little pan and then I covered it. Literally probably took me like 5 to 7 minutes. It's super quick, especially if you measure out everything before. I also use an onion. My mom has this really cool cutter thing. So basically you just put this into the onion and then the slicer will slice it for you and you can change the size. So there's 3 different sizes that you can do. I love onions too. So this was dinner. Right now I'm just cutting up butternut squash into little square chunks. I'm just gonna go ahead and boil these chunks until they become like soft. Then I added in probably 2 handfuls of kale and I just let that steam along with the butternut squash. I put a cap over it to help it steam a little bit faster and quicker so that I was able to put in my pasta. I let it boil for about 8 minutes so that the pasta is still soft but still a little bit tender. I also made a juice this night because I had leftover like beetroot leaves from juicing my beets, and I had some celery left over. With my pasta, I had a ton left over. There's my juice. It was a little bit sweet, better than like Korean apple that you would usually drink. For my toppings for the pasta, I did half of a small avocado, a little tiny bit of red tomato sauce. I don't like to use too much because there's a lot of sugar in tomato sauce.
In October it feels like summertime. I keep falling for you like every night. Been communicating through.
Here my mom is making chili. She makes this really good one from the Weight Watchers recipe. So you can eat it on its own or with some white rice. You can put a little bit of Fritos on top. We use a lean ground turkey meat, and I will link the recipe in the description with all the ingredients. This video a like, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.